very happy to be here. My name is Sara B Rosenthal. I'm a senior scientist at the University of UC San Diego Center for Bioinformatics and Computational Biology. Today I want to share with you some of our recent experience implementing some project management tools and software to kind of improve our workflow as a core. So this is just a photo of our team. We have 7 scientists and engineers, a director and an admin. We work with a huge variety of omics data and integration tools, as I'm sure many of you are very familiar with here. Epigenomics, whole genomes, gene expression regulation, networks and systems biology, that's my particular area of expertise, and biomarkers and therapeutic targets. So our group is mainly a fee-for-service center, so we have a huge variety of collaborations going on at any one time. We've had 324 projects over the last 4 years. We focus on translational and genomic research. We've had many cancer projects, many neurodegenerative and neurodevelopmental diseases, so we really cover a wide range here at our center. And with these many projects come a few sort of unique challenges. The first being we've grown our team from 4 to 7 scientists and engineers in the past couple years. We all have diverse areas of expertise, and many of our projects are very collaborative, so lots of things passing from team member to team member. So, having to keep track of that is a problem. We have a huge number of projects in various stages of completion. We currently have 33. So how do we keep track of where everything is and what needs to get done at any one time? And then, like I said, the increase of the collaboration across the team is a challenge. The other thing about being a core, as I'm sure many of you are familiar with here, is that you don't really get to see the project go from start to finish, all the time. So we're usually involved at the beginning with the analysis. We hand off the analysis to the PI, and we don't hear from them for 6 months to a year while they go write their manuscript. They come back to us after this long period of time, and they say, okay, we have our paper, help us with the figures and the methods, and we have to be able to pull that project back up and be able to remake a few things. And it's not as in-depth as it was at the beginning, but we still need to have all that stuff on hand. And as we've grown as a center, we really have tried to estimate how long each type of project will take. It's been quite a challenge. Most of our projects are they're very custom. We're not doing the same thing every time, so we've had to learn what types of things are going to take a long time and what are going to be more just plug and play and hand over the results. So this tool we've implemented in the last year, Asana, has really helped us streamline our workflow. So I'm just going to walk you through quickly how it works in our center. And this is a work in progress. We're constantly moving things around and making new categories, but we've really found it helpful. So when a new project comes in, we collect some standardized project information, so the data platform, the type of analysis requested, the types of comparison requested, et cetera. We send it to a queue. This allows us to give an estimate of how long it will take us to actually get started on the project, to give a realistic time frame. Once it gets to the start of the queue, we assign it to a lead scientist, and it goes to the in-progress bin in Asana. And here we assign subtasks to individuals. We can add optional deadlines. There's waiting on functionality. So, for example, with RNA-seq, we're waiting on the primary analysis before sending it to differential expression analysis, and this all happens with different team members. We're also able to classify the urgency here. So a lot of times we'll get requests from PIs that have a grant deadline next week. They really need results, so we're able to kind of boost that up if need be. Once we've completed the majority of the results, we most of the time, send the project to either on hold or waiting for customer. And these are similar sort of bins. On hold, we have taken to mean as this case where we've delivered the results, we're waiting to hear about, they're writing their paper, they're writing their grant. We know they're going to come back to us at some point, so we don't want to totally close it out, but we don't need it to be in our main sort of project bin either. Waiting for customer is more of a short-term holding area, so we've delivered like partial results. We're waiting for them to decide what they want to do next, stuff like that. And then, once we hear back from them, we move it back up to the in-progress area. And, this can happen a number of times. We can iterate through. And finally, once we're done, once the paper's submitted or accepted, we archive all of our analysis to S3, so we have a record of what we've done and are able to come back to it later. And then finally, we close that out and bill the customer. So we've really found this to be effective in keeping track and managing the different parts of the project. Here's just a quick screenshot of what our current in-progress projects look like. I think we have 17 or so that are in progress. And so we've implemented a few things here. We have a somewhat standardized naming convention. So we keep the date, the name, and a short description of what we're doing. We have other project tags. So we have many translational projects, and we have a certain category for that. The priority, like I said, high, medium, low. These are all in progress. And then the lead scientist who's assigned to the project. And this allows us to estimate the workload of people, so we can see, who's really busy right now, who can take on some more bandwidth. So we found that very helpful. The other software tool we've implemented in the last year is called Toggl, which allows us to track our time. We've actually been able to track the amount of time we spend on each project and each subtask. And the tool integrates with Asana, so projects that exist in Asana also exist in Toggl and are updated back and forth. They can be billable or unbillable. Our center, we have some tool development time, so we can track these and make sure we're balancing, we have enough time to work on our own methods, as well as we're spending enough time working on these collaborative projects. And you can generate reports and estimate how far along you are. And so what we've really used this for is getting better estimates for how long things will take. So in the past, we've really realized that we've been underquoting many projects, and this has helped us get more realistic estimates out there for people. It's really these more custom, more involved things that we realized we're like, oh, we can just, do this custom thing and make you all these figures. It'll only take a few hours, right? And then we realized that's totally unrealistic. So that's helped us a lot. Just an example report from Toggl. This was one of our bigger collaborative projects. This was a project to integrate omics data from TCGA. So this involved, I think, every member of our team at some point. And it was we really got some good results, and we're able to communicate across the team really well. All right, so that's it for me. And just as a quick summary, the tools, they're not perfect, but they've really helped us understand how we work as a center and give better results to our collaborators. Okay, thank you.